don't let him get his feet wet.
OG and Top Flight, the kings of the podcast dream. We're bringing you the exclusives, the stories you can't deny. Get ready for the realness, it's time to amplify. We're breaking all the barriers, no topic is off limits. From sports to entertainment, society.
Welcome back to the Big Exclusive Podcast. I am your host, Big Exclusive, and it's time to bring in my co-host. It's only right that we bring him in the right way with his own introduction. Here it is.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. I'm the man up in this piece. I run shit here. You just live here. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Go and walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down.
Go on, set your TVs to record, because he is the Alonzo of this here podcast shit. Welcome in the Angry OG.
Hey now.
Hey now, what's happening?
Ain't nothing, man.
Oh, man.
Just another day in Zamunda, man. That's all.
It's another day in Zamunda.
Another day in Zamunda.
Listen, last week you had the sale, right? Coming off the weekend where you had the salmon and crab fried rice. You had the veggie fried rice. You know what I mean? I'm assuming you doing it this weekend as well?
No, next weekend.
Oh, so you going every other week, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
Next weekend.
You just had a little milestone pass. I heard you just turned 65. I seen you with your AARP card, and you was filling out, the numbers and all that.
You make sure you get there. Just make sure you get there.
That's everybody get the Angry OG a happy belated birthday. He's celebrating. What is it now? 73?
57, man.
Huh?
Make sure you get there. 57.
57. Salute the angry OG and 50 motherfucking 7. Don't get it twisted. Just because he's 57 don't mean he won't have his woman like this for 45 minutes. 45 goddamn minutes.
Don't lie to them people, man.
Listen, we talked about that shit last week, right?
Don't even lie to them people.
We talked about that shit last week, and people was clowning me because I said I had 7 minutes in me. That's it. I got 7 goddamn minutes. Salute to everybody in the audience right now. Always number one. He's the first person here each and every week. He left this comment at 5:24. He said, "Let's get it on" in his DMX voice. He also said, "We in here." Salute to Creamy in the building. Hopefully she can join us on screen at some point. And you in the comments with the years old. She said another year older. She said happy birthday again. My man Royalty in the building. Royalty, what's happening? Where you been at? You been MIA, my man. How you been? Tay Boogie with the happy birthday. Creamy laughing at you. See, salute the Key. Key in the building tonight. She said happy belated. Tay Boogie said a whole 45. So listen, we're gonna jump right into it. Last week, you know, NFL season has started, and last week we made some picks, right? And each week we're gonna update the picks. Like I should say at like week 5, we should make a bet. What you think?
You're gonna lose.
That's fine. First of all, you in the hole for a bet because you a goddamn burn artist. You
No.
First, all right, I'll give it to you. Listen, I'm gonna let you renege on the last one, but you still 0 for 1.
No, you scared to bet. You were scared to bet the second time.
I'm talking about you never paid up for the first time.
That was a jerk bet. That was a jerk bet.
You running around here ass betting now?
Yeah, that was a jerk bet.
You know why it was a jerk bet? Because
that was jerking you records.
you had no, and it's crazy because we can't even tell people what the bet was about.
That was a jerk bet, man.
However, we can make the bet this week. Hey, Miss Barbie, welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys comment so that I know you're in here so I can shout you out. Royalty said he's been working, laying low. But I would say week 3, we gonna make a bet, okay? And
hope it don't got nothing to do with the Giants.
By the end of the season,
that's not a bet.
No, listen. Every week we gonna do the pick 'em. We gonna pick teams who either gonna win or lose every week. Whoever end up with the best record at the end of the year gonna win the bet. Matter of fact, we gonna let the audience decide the bet. So drop in what you think Angry OG and I should bet on, or what the bet should be. Let us know now in the comments. Whoever give us the best bet is what we gonna do. But we gonna pick it week 3. But last week results, if you guys are interested, Angry OG went 11-16, and I also went 11-16. All right. So right now it's tied. Again, some of them picks, some of them barrel games, some of them coin flips, went both ways. So now what we're gonna do right quick this week is we're gonna pick winners and losers.
I think you cheated, man. I ain't see that written down.
That's okay. See, it's always you being pessimistic. So that's why it's always on paper. You understand?
You just wrote that down just now.
I keep it on paper.
That ain't got no timestamp or there's nothing. You just wrote that down.
All right. Guess who won't write it down? Guess who won't keep score?
Me?
You. So
but I know I pick better than you though.
If you say so.
I'm almost never wrong, man. I keep telling you that.
If you say so. All right, let's run through the picks for this week. Week 2 in the NFL. First up, you got the Commanders and the Packers. Who you got?
I got the Packers.
I'm taking the Packers too. You know what? No, I'm taking the Commanders. The Packers kind of look like, give me the Commanders. You can have the Packers. I'll take the Commanders. You got the Giants and the Cowboys.
That's one of them roll the barrel Jones. Like, I'm picking the Cowboys against y'all fleas, though.
I can't bring myself to pick the Cowboys. So I'm gonna go with the Giants. You got the Seahawks and the Steelers next.
I'm taking the Steelers.
I'm also going to take the Steelers. You got the Rams and the Titans.
Give me the Rams.
Give me the Rams as well. You got the Bills and the Jets.
Give me the Bills.
I'll take the Bills as well. Patriots and Dolphins.
Man, that's the one. Of them. Give me the dang.
I'm
Give me the
taking the Dolphins.
Patriots. Give me the
All right,
Patriots.
you got the Patriots. I got the Dolphins. The Jaguars and the Bengals.
Give me Cincinnati.
Give me Cincinnati as well. 49ers and the Saints.
Brock Purdy not playing, but the Saints is trash. I'm still going with the 49ers.
I must pick the 49ers as well. You got the Browns and the Ravens.
Give me Baltimore.
Give me the Ravens. Bears and the Lions. That's always a great rivalry game.
Give me the Lions. The Bears is ass.
I'm going to have to take the Lions as well. I do not trust Caleb Williams at all. Broncos and the Colts.
Broncos.
Ooh.
Man, the Colts got Daniel Jones.
Yeah, give me the Broncos. Panthers and the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals.
I'm taking the Cardinals too. Eagles and the Chiefs.
Man, just what the two do, man. I'm picking the Eagles, man.
Give me the Chiefs. Falcons and the Vikings.
Dang. Give me the Falcons.
All right, give me fuck. Yeah, I don't. No, all right, I'll take the Falcons. Buccaneers and the Texans.
Give me the Texans.
I have to take the Texans as well. Raiders versus the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
Give me the Raiders. All right, those are the picks for this week. If you want to see the results of our picks, make sure you come back next week. For sure, I gotta make sure I keep track of it because I ain't trying to have no smoke with this nigga. But the receipts is there. The videos stay up. You know what I mean? They don't go nowhere. Salute the big roll. He says sliding in like Eddie Kane from the Five Heartbeats. What up, family? What up to you, Roll? Shout out to Tay Boogie. Actually making picks. Tay Boogie, big time New Yorker Giants fan as well. Salute to him. Creamy was making picks. All right, Tay Boogie picked every team. Good. That's what's up. I like the interaction. I like the engagement. This the last Thursday in September is going down. We talked about it a couple podcasts ago, and it's actually happening. The boy Mantasia gonna be in the building. We got a murderer's row of comedians. We got my man Big Roll hosting. Our featured comedian is Cherie. And the headliner is none other than our co-host, our brother, comedian Topp Fliight. Is going down September 25th at Copa's 40th and Spruce. Tickets on sale right now for $20. If you need the flyer, let me know. Cash App is on the screen. Presented to you by the Big Exclusive Network and Big Roll Productions. Sponsored by Big Exclusive Ant Money Experience. And also the Council and the Culture. Mantasia will be in the building for his debut. Last time we tried to do it, you know what I mean? He came down with COVID, but this time it's going down. Rain to shine, hook or crook. Our featured king of karaoke himself, my man Mantasia, is going to be in the building with a brand new wig.
Creamy got me a top of the line new wig, man.
Creamy,
I gotta go to Delaware to pick it up.
Then hooked him up with a top of the line, thorough, dope wig. But y'all see the king, the king of goddamn karaoke.
You ain't get my permission to use that on the flyer neither, man.
It's implied permission. Cream, I need to know what kind of wig you got for Fantasia. I really need to know. I really need to know what kind of wig you're gonna have for Fantasia. I'm super excited to find out. As a matter of so we're not gonna get no sneak peek. You just gonna bust out with it, right?
Yeah, I'm just bust up in the motherfucker.
I'm gonna just bust up in the motherfucker. So look, we was talking about music earlier. Let's jump right into one of the topics. It's really wasn't the topic, but we had like discussed before the show came on. And it's crazy because I can't remember what was that song I was singing. And he was like,
Can't
"Yo,
be
that's
singing Young Hearts. Young Hearts, Run Free.
yeah. Fuck. I can't catch the melody. Oh, young hearts.
That's not it.
True.
Yeah,
Don't be no fool. Love really don't love
your
you.
acapella is mangled, man.
It ain't supposed to be good. Shit, I'm not a singer. Look, I'm singing a song. This nigga to my yo, that's my shit. Look,
I was gay as a motherfucker.
I got goosebumps.
That's one of the gay anthems, though.
I want to know from y'all.
That's one of them gay anthems, man.
It is? I never.
Yeah, because like My Man and Me, and you be singing that shit.
Creamy, wrong key. I understand that. And for everybody who want to hear me sing off key, make sure you in the building Thursday the 25th for karaoke and comedy. I'm not a singer. However, I'm going to sing that shit. Like I already got 3 songs that I know I'm going to sing at karaoke night. And if y'all want to hear niggas sing them, make sure y'all come through, because I'm definitely, Creamy said it's a cute curly John with baby hair. Lord have mercy. Lord, you know what, Creamy? That is a perfect segue. Into a follow-up from last week when I said I'm sick of these baby hairs. I don't know when it started, but I'm done with it. Let's get rid of the helmet baby hairs that be across the forehead looking like hieroglyphics. But look, what's the name? Jamaica just bust the move, right?
You said you're not coming in here with that shit on.
They said you're not coming in here with that shit on. Not now. It's over with. They banned it. They said no more. And I think we need to we need to take Jamaica's lead. They said a high school in Jamaica just banned all of its students from wearing edges / baby hairs on its entire campus. You cannot wear baby hairs on this campus in Jamaica. I think high schools in the United States should follow suit, ban all the baby hairs, because quite frankly, it looks good for about 30 minutes. The minute you come outside, it start looking crusty and dirty. It start lifting off your head. Like it's just completely.
And then it look like you got cradle cap and shit.
Because it start turning white and chapped, and you look like you got like OG said, cradle cap. It's insane. It is insane. Please ban the baby hairs. I'm done with it. While we at it, we can also get rid of the snuffleupagus, the lashes. We can get rid of those too. Them big wings on your eyes. I know they heavy. You can barely hold them open. I can remember being in line at Rite Aid picking up a prescription, right? And the girl who was waiting on me, half of it was off. So it was just flapping around. She was just blinking and ringing me up, and it was just, and I'm like, I know she feel that. She got to be embarrassed, man. Let's just get rid of them, okay? Creamy said, wait. They be laying on those naps. Tay Boogie done turned Jamaican Wagwan. And Creamy agrees. So yeah, let's get rid of those baby hairs. Let's jump into another topic right quick. OG, you was kind of watching this earlier, and so it was a guy in New York, right? And what happened was he wanted to put down his gang flag. He said he no longer wants to be associated with a gang. He no longer wants to gang bang. He's hanging it up. because he has seen the light. He feels like he's too old for that, right? Now, what did Adam 22 come do? For those of you who don't know, you can search Adam 22. He's a host, or he's the owner of No Jumper. He came on and made a mockery and made a joke of people dropping their flags. Now, in America, we know we have a serious gang problem. It's always been Bloods versus Crips, Vice Lords, GDs. It's 100 other gangs, Grape Street Crips, and it's a bunch of other gangs around the country. And here it is, prominent people in gangs or leaders in gangs are starting to drop their flags. So Adam 22, a white man, and we all know gang violence is predominantly a black thing. He comes in and he makes a video mocking people for dropping their flags. Now, Adam is from California. He is a white man who's adjacent and has leveraged a lot of gang activity and leveraged a lot of black people on his platform to gain fame, notoriety, and get rich. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna lie, he's giving plenty of black gang members opportunities. However, he would not be Adam 22. There would not be no jumper without black culture. And I can say that about a lot of spaces, social media apps. They would not be what they are without the black person and the black culture. So Styles P, founding member of the Locks, he came in and he made a post and he said, whoever is black and his homeboys with the goofy white boy who mocked putting down the flags for gang members, he must think y'all are bitches. Better G-check that shit and tell him shut his devil federal mouth when he see black men trying to help black babies. Now, salute to Styles P. We know all the people who are dying in gang culture. The majority of it, 95% of them, are black and brown people in these gangs. Those are the ones dying. And number one, let me salute Styles P for actually standing up, for those guys who are dropping the flags and making it cool to drop those flags to try to end that perpetual, unnecessary gang violence. Because the reality of it is, you got kids growing up gang warring about nothing they have no clue about. The Bloods and the Crips were not started as no gang. It wasn't violent. It wasn't none of that. Now, would it morphed into? Yes. However, the root of Crips, the root of Bloods was always about, similarly to the Black Panther Party, supporting the neighborhood, helping the neighborhood be better, whether it's food programs, working out, education. Like, they did things and started programs to help the community out, not destroy it. Now, it devolved into that. I don't want to say evolved. It devolved into that because of drug culture in the 90s and the amount of money that was at stake for people who felt like they needed it. Because let's keep it real. A lot of those people who started, those gangs really thought they could take that money and even help the community more with that money. Now, again, we know money absolutely corrupts. We know that, right? We know that money corrupts absolutely. Power corrupts absolutely. So with that money and that power, again, it devolved into something else. It devolved into wanting to protect that drug money. And people, what people do to protect the drug money. The gangs became much more violent, just like any other drug cartel or organization across the globe. This is not an American thing. Drug control of the drug trade is a very deadly thing. So in any event, my question is, at what point, OG, do we stop inviting these motherfuckers to the cookout? At what point do we stop allowing them to profit off of our culture, our bloodshed, and our kids dying? At what? Because again, you have him, and I'm glad Tay Boogie put that in the comments. You have DJ Vlad, who's another white man who is making a shit ton of money off the culture. Now, I'm not going to say everything Vlad do is bad, because the one thing I do like about Vlad is he offers not only opportunities for people to expand their platform on the come up, but he does offer a lot of great financial advice. However, he doesn't do enough of that to justify the adjacency to Black culture and to profit off it as much as he does. So at what point do we stop inviting people to the cookout? At what point do we take ownership of the culture, which is a $1 trillion culture, and say, you know what? No, y'all can't have it. Y'all can't exploit it. No, we're not doing your platform. Because here's the reality of it. The only reason Vlad exists, the only reason Adam 22 exists is because their platforms have plenty of people coming to watch. If it's as simple as having people coming to watch the platform, I've seen Vlad, I've seen Adam 22. These guys, in my estimation, in my opinion, are very boring guys. The people they bring in make the entertainment. The people they bring in make the show and generate the clicks, generate the comments, generate, going viral. So why isn't it that we prop somebody else up? Because there's 100 of us on YouTube who can do interviews, who do interview well, who understand to walk the line, who can ask hard-hitting questions without being biased, right? A lot of times, you know what I mean, some interviewers, like I know Adam 22 slants more to the West Coast because that's where he's from, right? So at the end of the day, why aren't we elevating the people in the culture to get these interviews and to have a platform that big? Because I know right off the bat, if by chance, if OG ever go into that space and start doing interviews and he has a platform that gets that big, OG is not going outside of the culture. More importantly, he's not going outside the big exclusive network to find talent and put them on the platform that has the eyeballs to actually help that person elevate their career. And I don't think Vlad or Adam 22 put people in position to elevate their careers. And we keep inviting these people to the cookout. We keep paying attention to the content. And I'm trying to figure out at what point do we as a people say enough is enough? And I'm asking you, OG, shout out to Tanya Barry. She just come in. She said, I'm late, but I'm here. What we talking about? We talking about the culture vultures and what we could do to get them out of the culture. So OG, as the resident, old head, as the resident person who's seen it all, done it all, how do we take back the culture and keep those kind of people out?
Man, you just went on a long-winded ass rant. I lost my train of thought. You just was talking too much, man. I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. But regarding Adam 22, as long as people going to take a check for doing that shit, he going to always be around. If he got a check for you, you're going to come on there, you're going to sell your soul for a check, and that's why they're going to always be invited to the cookout, man. He's a fucking weirdo anyway. Like, who the fuck going to allow somebody, like, you going to go out and recruit somebody to have sex with your wife and you video the shit? Come on, man.
That's wife her. Like this for
that's her. That's his wife.
That's his wife. Her name is
That's
Lena.
her.
She was like,
with another look. That's a black arm. That's a black arm in that video.
That's a black man.
And he videoed the shit. So that tell you all you need to know about him. So as long as they cut the check and people going to accept that check, it's going to always happen.
He actually has a channel where him and his wife recruit other people. And I think that's So
that's how they got the dude.
To me, that is wild. Look, Creamy said, I knew it was coming. Tanya said, we need them to keep us on point. Key said, exactly. Creamy said, he's still mad. Tay Boogie said 50 minutes. Creamy corrected him 45 minutes, Tay. Right, he had that man wife looking like that for 45 minutes. And she came home and he interviewed his wife. And she said, matter of fact, he said it wasn't right for... He said the box was tore up. It wasn't right for like a month.
Yeah.
It took her a month to snap back. That is insane. That is insane. Rose said we live in a freaky ass world. We do. But here's the thing. I think you're right. As long as we keep accepting and that's what bothers me, right?
And then the shit be pennies in comparison to what they get out of the shit.
That's what I was getting ready to say. You took the words right out of my head, bro. Like at the end of the day, they be giving them crumbs to come do that, right? Crumbs. And they be so happy to shuck and jive for them folks, man, and it kind of annoys me because at the end of the day, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And we keep putting an exorbitant amount of money in these people's pockets without zero return on investment. Zero return on investment. It's insane.
So that shit gonna always be around.
And we got to stop inviting them to the cookout. Point blank and period.
As long as money is involved and you got people that worship money and that do anything for money, they're gonna always be allowed in them spaces.
So isn't that you know what I mean? Creamy said tap dancing for the clear people, but isn't that asinine in a sense? Because you understand that in order for somebody to pay you $10,000 to do an interview, how much money will they make off the interview?
Some people don't care though; they just want that 10,000.
That's crazy to me.
Fuck how they getting it. That's why people steal and rob and kill. They don't give a fuck how they get it.
But here's the thing: if the man is paying you and he's saying you worth $10,000 for an interview, right? You don't think you can go get that 10,000 elsewhere, or is it just lazy?
Who said they was thinking? Who said they was thinking?
Yeah. I guess you're right. Who the fuck said they was thinking? Who said they was thinking? That was a great point. I don't know. I'm just like them two, Vlad and Adam 22. And you know what else burns me up about the Adam 22 situation? The biggest tap dancing coon for Adam 22 is Whack 100.
He just came at Styles P after that.
He just came at Styles P.
And Adam 22 tried to say he was joking and whatever. Pussy, you don't joke about that. Like, you white.
Yeah. That was my whole point, man. That was my whole point. Like, you don't get to do that in the space when it's about the culture. You have to be able to read the room. Some shit you just got to sit out. Some shit you just don't qualify to be a part of.
Yeah.
And it ain't for every goddamn body. All right. Tay Boogie said, I got my bread on Styles. Yeah, Styles lean. He agile. Tanya said, bad news pays. Yeah, we all understand that if it bleeds, it leads. But again, at some point, in order for us to take back control, we have to stop accepting the breadcrumbs and build foundations where we can actually get some fucking life change.
It's not happening.
Yeah, you don't ever believe shit is gonna happen.
It's not happening. Not as long as the blacks is involved. It's not happening.
Wait, who?
The blacks.
Who is the black? Who is the blacks?
Niggas. If the blacks got anything to do with it, it ain't gonna come together.
So we got to get the blacks out the culture too.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive into that a little bit more because we talked about it briefly last week, and I just thought it was hilarious. I need you. Look, you done shot Creamy. She said, "Oh my God." Tay Boogie said the blacks. Tanya said, "But we won't because we fall for the okie doke every time." So then, Creamy said, "The blacks is my new shit." So we tried to go into it a little bit last week. Oh, real quick reminder, because I should have been played it by now. One more time. Seriously, fuck MAGA. Now, how do we separate the blacks from? So wait, the blacks is the niggas, right?
Yep.
And then the people who what do you call the people who ain't the blacks or the niggas?
They black folk.
They black folk.
Yeah.
So we got black folk
and
blacks.
Yeah.
That's the niggas.
Yeah.
How do we get the blacks? How do we separate from
So first of all, how you start getting rid of the blacks by turning the motherfuckers in when they be shooting up the neighborhood and the community and all that kind of shit. Start turning them the fuck in. That's the one portion of the blacks that you can get rid of by doing that. Because you got people out here that know that they be doing that shit, and they be their nephews and they sons and then all that shit. Turn them motherfuckers in. They got a place for them, and the shit it don't never close and shit. That motherfucking door open 3 o'clock in the morning to let you in, and they got space. So
they open 24/7, 365.
yeah.
So now, yesterday, salute to Jimbo. He slid up on us yesterday. Now he Jimbo is for him. Ratting is lower. I don't know what.
No, I got one. I got to talk to Jimbo about something though. We got to get to the bottom of something, man.
Let's get to the wait.
We got to get to the bottom of something, man.
Whoa!
They got to be talked about with Jimbo. Yeah.
Oh yeah, not on air.
Yeah, they got to be talked about with Jimbo.
Yeah, we definitely got to get Jimbo on the conference call right quick because Jimbo got some explaining to do.
He got some explaining to do, man.
He definitely got. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text the nigga now and see if he available because he definitely got some explaining to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Jimbo out of pocket.
I think I caught him out there, man.
You definitely caught him out there, and I'm getting ready to text him now, real time, to see if he available because Jimbo got some explaining to do. I'm gonna tell him, yo, bro, tap in, and I'm gonna send him the link. And when he come on here, we gonna say, Jimbo, you got some explaining to do because Jimbo hate a rat. He hate a rat, and OG just said. Now let's distinguish that for the people who don't know no better, right? You cannot be a snitch if you do not lead a criminal lifestyle. Right? You cannot be a rat if you are a civilian. If we doing crime together, right? Me and OG go out. I remember one time, I'm telling this story, right? So me and OG, we having a conversation, right? I'm gonna let y'all in on our private conversation one time for the one time. And I'm like, OG, man, we gotta figure this shit out, man. I'm ready to throw some rocks at the penitentiary. So I said, yo, I'm ready to throw some rocks at the penitentiary, bro. We just need one quick run and we cool. We get in, get out. That's the OG classic in the words of the great Beanie Siegel. You know what I mean? Wait, Beanie Siegel, what you think immediately?
Dark skin Jermaine.
What happened to dark skin
Jermaine, man?
Whoa, Tanya said y'all the blacks. Okay, damn. Okay. All right. So I'm like, OG, we gotta figure it out, man. I'm ready to throw a couple, rocks at the penitentiary. This motherfucker come out of his mouth. Right? He said, man, I don't know nobody who buy bricks no more. I said, what the fuck? Whoa, what are you talking about? You don't know. I said, my man, I said throw rocks, not the boulders at the penitentiary, rocks. This nigga went from 0 to 1,000,000. Like, who was talking about that? I was not talking about that. He told my man, shit, if I'm gonna do it, you might as well go all the way.
Yeah, ain't nobody ain't bullshit. Ain't even gonna bullshit.
He said, I ain't gonna play with it. I said, you don't know nobody who buy bricks, though? Bruh, I never, well, I do know people who bought them, but nigga. If
I'm going to jail, I'm going to the feds.
Key, that escalated so fast. It escalated so fast. He told me if he going to jail, he going, listen, I was just trying to go to county for a quick 6 months.
No, I don't want to go to, I go to the federal penitentiary.
I don't know no better. I've never been to the federal penitentiary.
Yeah, well, if I go to jail, that's where I gotta go at.
So I couldn't tell you. I'd never been to the federal penitentiary. Okay. So I wouldn't know. But it was just so it reminded me of the mindset and where people been versus where other people been. Because that was never even a thought in my mind. He jumped right out the G5 to my man. I don't know nobody who buy bricks. I'm like, God damn. I laughed about that shit for about 6 weeks straight. Just crying, laughing every time I thought about it. And I would call him. I'd be like, yo, really? He told my man, I ain't playing with it, man. I ain't playing with it. Rose said, oh, remember that story I told about me and the bricks that when I was in the project? Listen,
it was the 5 bricks that was under the bed, bro.
That was under the bed. Roll had everybody going with that story, but OG. OG was the only one who sniffed out the rat. He was the only one that sniffed out the rat. It was like, nah. Listen, I got a topic for the ladies, right? Now, OG, we talked about this earlier. No, I think it was yesterday we talked about it. And ladies, I want y'all opinion on this, really, because I'm going to drop the link in the chat. And we have a lady brave enough to come up to talk to us. I for sure like your opinion. The link is in the chat. You can click.
Wait. What Tiff at? Tiff done got flued out.
Tiff got flued out?
Tiff done got flued out because she been outside, man.
Tiff been outside, bro.
I think Tiff done got flued out, man.
Yeah, she called me yesterday morning. First of all, yeah, Tiff outside. Like,
yeah.
Wait, why you ask that?
Because I ain't seen her. Tiff done got flued out, man.
Bro, I think it's nefarious intent behind that. I think it's nefarious.
No, intent. I think she done got flued out, man, for real. Because she ain't here.
Yeah, she like as the president, she should be here, especially when we got this show coming up. She need to be in this joint promoting. And said she got flued out.
Yep.
Make sure you guys get your subscription to the Big Exclusive Network, $5 a month. We got those episodes of the hot seats. You can only see those if you have a subscription. Creamy is actually getting ready to film her episode. OG coming back. We're in the process of filming Story Time with OG. OG said I almost bit a motherfucker to death.
I got flued out a little while ago, though, man.
You don't say.
Remember, I told you what happened.
You don't. Yeah, you.
A little while ago.
Listen, I would never say it on the goddamn show, but since you said it, you want to tell the people about it?
No, I'll say that for later on.
You gonna save that for the story time with OG?
Yeah, I got flued out, man. That shit was wild.
Creamy said, what?
Got some money and everything. That shit was wild, man. And I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute. I'm a man whore. Like
you whore.
Like, wait a minute.
See, the people want to know. So what you got to do, Tanya, is you got to get your subscription and you'll get the notification. Key, same thing. Get your subscription. You'll get the notification when the story go up. But actually, was you doing? You wasn't doing that story first.
No, that shit. I just triggered, and I remember that shit happened. Like I really got flued out, man.
He said, Tanya said he banned black. Tay Boogie said, and he did his big one, laughing my ass off. Rose said OG Chamberlain. Damn, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. First of all, it's gonna be the one story time about. We're gonna call that the Adventures of the Butt Hut.
But that wasn't in the Butt Hut, though.
No. I know that wasn't in there. I'm just saying one of the story times is gonna have to be that because that that's some wild stories there. Plus, you know what I mean.
The Butt Hut was a legendary place, man.
No, Mount Vernon Street, the old heads down Mount Vernon Street is the most legendary savages I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, like, I'll agree with that.
You start to add up you,
Kerm. How you gonna put me in there?
Because you a legendary savage.
No, I was never a savage.
Yeah, you definitely legendary. You, Kerm, Space, Ive, Aggie, T Diddy, Mac, like Macho. You talking about no picks? I think Kerm and Mach was the worst of the worst.
No, I think so. The Mount Rushmore, Shorty John.
Okay.
My cousin Egg.
Egg.
Limio.
Whoa, not Lim.
Listen, man, what?
Not Lim. Nah.
Lemio is on the Mount Rushmore, the no picks.
This the Mount Rushmore, no picks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely Shorty John. See, I ain't know too much about Lim.
Man, I need Lim.
All right, so we need one more.
And
Macho, yeah, Mach is, yeah, I could say that's the legendary Mount Rushmore, no picks, for sure, unequivocally. All right, let's get back into the story. I didn't have a lady pop up yet, but ladies, I need to know if this is sabotage, right? Because story came through, and this young lady was dating this man. They was like a year in or so. Circumstances dictated that, just pay attention. Circumstances dictated that he move in with this woman. He moved in this woman. Before he moved in, this woman gave him a set of rules, not necessarily rules, but hey, this is the financial situation. I need you to pay X amount of dollars every month. Okay. That's going to be enough to cover all the bills, utility, whatever. That's the number, right? I need you to come up with that number every month, right? The relationship going well. He's coming up with that number. They having sex, regularly. And about month 7, he couldn't come up with the bread. He had a situation. Doesn't matter what the situation. He had a situation. He couldn't pay it. Fast forward to, the next month 8, main man could not pay again. It was a situation, conversation was had. They agreed that he would catch up, yada, yada, yada. Relationship still good, relationship still great. Come that 3rd month, he wasn't able to pay. There was issues, right? So she stopped cooking for that man, or she would cook. He couldn't get nothing to eat. He had to fend for himself. The sex fell off a cliff. She wouldn't have sex with main man. You know what I mean? So the relationship changed. So before I continue, before you guys know the results of this relationship, I want y'all opinion. Now, the fact that she stopped doing all those things for that man, I consider that sabotage, right? Because if it was strictly about the money, after month 1, when he couldn't pay, main man should have been out the door. All those moves should have been made then. Definitely, if not month 1, most certainly guaranteed month 2. Right? Tay Boogie said, sounds regular so far. Tanya said, situations matter. Right? And Rose said, the names of the OGs is dope. Tanya said, 3 months, no help. That's eviction status for sure. Okay. All right. So, 3 months without being able to pay. So that means, again, like you said, that's for Ms. Barry, that's eviction status, right? Now, I had said that's sabotage. You sabotaged your relationship. The minute you started withholding sex, the minute you started treating him differently, just because it was a situation that happened where he wasn't able to pay, right? You changed how you treated that man. So if it's all about the money, why not make that decision month 1 or month 2? Why let it carry on for 3 months? Now, do you see that as sabotage, OG? Because I feel like she sabotaged that relationship.
I see. I know the whole story, so that part right there, I don't think she sabotaged. She just was in her feelings, and that's what women do when they get in their feelings. So he should have never been able. It was about the money. The first month, like people go through shit. Okay, I can accept that. The second month, that's when it start getting rocky. But it shouldn't be no 3rd month. It shouldn't have been no 3rd month. So that's something that she brought on herself. And she chose to deal with it the way she dealt with it.
So Tanya said she ain't changed until month 3, no sabotage. Okay. Crammy said, that's what I'm thinking. Tanya said he had 2 months, right? So what happens? Right? That next month, main man catches up. However, the treatment continued. And what do you think he did? He went out and found him another woman to satisfy his sexual needs. Now, what are your thoughts now? Because again, my issue has always been the same issue. This is why I felt like it was you sabotage your own relationship. Because love ain't number one supposed to be about no money. Everybody in this economy, I don't care who you is, everybody gonna fall on hard times at some point. Somebody gonna lose a job. Whether it was, I lost my job, right? It was no fault of mine, no disciplinary or nothing. SEPTA took the contract, which means the company was closed. I was out of a job, right? So that means if I was with this woman after the 3rd month, she would have started treating me like shit. She'd have weaponized sex, which is something I absolutely detest. The minute you start weaponizing,
but that's what they do, though. That's what they do.
Sabotaging.
That's in their playbook. Like that's in their handbook.
Yeah, it don't make it right. Like you, in my opinion, you are never to weaponize sex. Ever.
And then be mad if he go get it from somewhere else. Because if you ain't giving it to him and somebody else give it to him, that ain't cheating. It's only cheating if you giving him something, he go get it from somewhere else.
Tay Boogie said he ain't never have her like that for 45. That could be a mitigating factor, to be honest with you. That could be a mitigating factor. Tanya said only 1 month he sabotaged the relationship. He sabotaged the relationship. See this. Wait, let me finish her comments. See, this is why communication is key. She also said the blacks talking. Key said life happens. They should have communicated better. It should have never got to that on either part. I can agree with that. Communication is most certainly key. But again, I felt like it was sabotage because you started weaponizing sex. You changed the way you treated me, which means you, in essence, lost respect for me. The minute you lose respect for the man, it's over.
So my thing is, so this is the part that's throwing me. So he caught up, right? After the 3rd month or during the 3rd month? Once he caught up,
bottom line, he caught up by month 4.
He caught up, was current, everything was straight, but she still was treating him the way she was treating him prior.
Exactly.
So, like, what's up with that though?
I can't answer that.
Because she's never going to, once she start disrespecting that man, she's never going to go back and respect him the way she did before that shit happened ever.
Tanya, you said he definitely did. She gave him 2 months and he didn't.
No, she didn't, because he still was there at 3 months.
Yeah.
If she gave him 2 months and put him out, then
Tay Boogie said he caught up and her emotions took over.
Yeah, her emotions was already in play.
T said, what was he doing in that 3 months? He didn't DoorDash or find another way to supplement the income. That part, I don't know. I know he was able to catch up on all the months that he missed to become current. She was still there too. Yeah, but so here's again my issue.
Was there. She checked out.
She was there physically.
She checked out.
Saying she was having sex with him, but mentally she was checked out. Like once you start weaponizing sex, once the disrespect,
but that's what they do though.
Once you start treating me differently, like what am I supposed to do? Now, again, I would like to say that I would fight for it if it meant something to me, or if I, loved that woman. I'm gonna definitely fight for it. But how long am I supposed to take disrespect? How long am I supposed to take mistreatment? How long are you going to weaponize the sex against me? And on top of that, to me, that's setting a bad precedent for the relationship moving forward. So every time you feel some way about something, you're going to weaponize sex. Now, granted, I understand some women have to have that mental connection, but at some point you become my wife, you don't get to weaponize sex against me. Now I can't take it.
But they feel that that's the one thing they're going to control, and they try to control you with that shit. Put it like it's like the carrot on the stick, like this.
Yeah. But if you find yourself in the arms of somebody else, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Here's what I will say, man or woman. If you feel like you need to do that, it is time for you to go. Leave.
But the thing is, so you forgot this, but you forgot this. This is another important part of the story. Mm-hmm. They was getting it in how many times a week?
4 to 5 times a week.
And then so now she ain't giving it to him
at all.
Who she giving it to? You don't fuck 4 or 5 times a week and then just stop fucking all together. No. No way. She wasn't giving it to him because Gang and them had got hold of her.
She didn't weaponize it until month 3, and just because you caught up month 4 and I didn't, and you leave, bye. So Miss Tanya, you're very passionate about this one. So I have a question for you. And I honestly want to know, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they lose their job, they lose their income, or they get sick and can't work and they don't have no supplemental income.
They don't care about none of that.
Is it over for that man?
They don't care about none of that.
At that point, like, again, I'm in a position where I lost my job. SEPTA took our contract. I'm instantly unemployed, which means at the end of the day, I'm in that man's situation. I don't have a woman, so I can't say, but my point is, why at that point do you begin to mistreat, disrespect, and weaponize sex against that man? And then once
they can't give you no logical answer. There's no logical answer to it at all.
She said, of course not. And
again, there's no logical answer to it.
And again, I don't think she should have did that either. I don't think she should have did exactly what she did by weaponizing sex and being in your feelings. Because at the end of the day, and like he said, what was he doing to supplement the income? I don't know. I can't answer that. However, he was able to come up with all the money, right, and get it paid off and get current. And get treated, and then still get treated fucked up. Yeah, the other implication for me on that is you can't, right? You can't begin to disrespect somebody, especially a man, because what you end up doing is emasculating that man, right? Once you emasculate a man, he sees you completely different. He no longer can communicate with you at a level he feels safe communicating with you. A man must be able to trust his woman to be able to be vulnerable with that woman enough to let her inside. The minute you start to disrespect and emasculate that man, because first of all, we as men know if and when we falling short. We know that. We're going to do our best to get our shit together so we can be better for our woman. But that's kicking the nigga when he down. Why would you do that? So what happens is he's never going to trust you again to be that vulnerable to have certain conversations with you. Now you stuck in a relationship where, and no, not necessarily stuck, but you could possibly get caught in a relationship where that man really don't have nothing to say to you. Not only does he have nothing to say to you, he doesn't open up to you. He becomes robotic. He develops habits and rituals that are robotic. I go to work, come home, shower, go to sleep, wake up, shower, go to work, come. He, at that point, has no interest in nothing you have to say. Women, check your relationships you're in now.
Use that intuition. Use the intuition that they got.
No, the intuition.
It only works on certain stuff.
That intuition only works. First of all, you know the biggest thing I found out about women's intuition, when they get paranoid and they start going through the phones and they start mistreating you and they angry for no reason. It's a term out there. That guilt will make you tilt.
Guilt make you tilt.
They out there on some bullshit.
They looking for firsthand
experience. This is firsthand experience, firsthand knowledge, right? I used to keep my phone unlocked. Why is you mind sweeping my phone? Why is you going through it like the FBI and the CIA?
Because you out here
And then
fucking out of both drawers legs.
you find something so trivial and so minuscule, and you make that molehill into a mountain. And I'm like, I'm looking at you like you is crazy. You is plumb dumb. But the reality is, a lot of the times is because they be out there on some bullshit, like OG said, fucking out of both drawers legs. Okay. And that guilt make them tilt because they out there doing something. They just know you doing something.
Or trying to justify. Now they're trying to justify.
They got to pin something on you to try to justify the shit that they out there doing. Again, that's just from personal experience. Now, I don't have no women's intuition. I've never really seen it work because the reality is anytime they get to that point, they know they supposed to had already left, right? They supposed to know that the relationship was already over and they was just hanging on just out of hopes and dreams, wishing the motherfucker act right. Because a lot of times, not only was the signs there, a lot of times we say, don't ignore the signs. No, there are physical manifestations of these signs that you decide to ignore, men and women. Because I ignored them myself. I'm not ashamed of that. I understand exactly why I went through what I went through. Because I ignored, again, not only the red flags, but the physical manifestation of those red flags, i.e., going through the phone, i.e., questioning me everywhere I'm going, i.e., wanting my location, i.e., showing up at where I said I was going to be at just to make sure I was there. These are things I've never done.
Whole time you running around on some other shit.
Whole time
trying to catch me out there because you out there
in the parking lots, like you all over the place with yours, hotels, like it is wild. Those revelations are crazy. But again, we can't ignore not just the red flags, those physical manifestations, even when they get physical and put hands on you. That is not something you can ignore. Because if they did it once, they're going to do it again. Because they got away with it. You allowed it. They tell you all the time, you can only get away with what you're allowed to get away with, right? If you're going to accept that, that's on you. You accepted that. Now you got to deal with the consequences of it continuing to happen on a regular basis. You're inviting those behaviors in because you've accepted those behaviors. Some women are so traumatized. Some men and some women are so traumatized, unless they get knocked upside their head, they don't think it's love. They don't think it's love unless they arguing every day and they fighting. Oh, he just loved me. No, bitch, bust your tires out, buddy.
And land your eye the fuck out,
my man. Like, what are we talking about?
Motherfucker, to close your eye and you talk about you love you.
Now, ain't nothing wrong with a little cute jealousy. Some women take it too far. I had a woman tell me, you got too many women in your life. What? Like that's wait, how?
Because you a man whore.
Like that is crazy to me. Like and what makes it laughable is the people who like truly know me. Like, no, that's just like something weird to say about me. All people.
Because you're a big time simp.
I'm telling you, it's true. It is true. I am like early on when I like somebody, bro, big time simp. Big time. Big time. Because I want to make them happy. I want to do everything I can to put a smile on their face. I don't have no problem buying flowers. I don't have no problem taking them out. I don't have no problem with none of that. I like to treat women well. Because I like it to be reciprocated.
But see, they don't respect that, though. They don't respect that.
Woman, right? When she clingy, that lets me know, oh shit, she really into me. Because I have self-esteem issues. But the minute you start acting crazy, or you start talking to me crazy, or this disrespect, or I'm finding myself having explained too much too many times because of some unfounded trust issues that you've carried over as baggage for something previous, I go from 0 to 60. I turn into the angry OG.
But you got to pay for what the other motherfuckers put her through. You got to pay for that now. Why I got to pay for that? I didn't do it.
I had seen motherfucking women take fried rice and chicken wing, French fried chicken wing platters, Coronas in a bag of weed, and give it up.
Yeah. And now you got to take it to Steak 48.
See what I mean? Then again, if she raised her standards, that's cool. If she discovered her self-worth, that's great.
But you can't discover your self-worth. You can't discover your self-worth after sucking 88 dicks in 2 years. I'm sorry. You can't.
Say that again?
You can't discover your self-worth after sucking 88 dicks in 2 years. That shit don't get erased. You can't. You can run from it, but you can't hide. Ain't no self-worth after that. I don't want to hear it. There's no such thing as a reformed whore.
Oh.
And all that sexual liberation, that's just a way you try to make a word up to stop being called, a whore. Sexual liberation is another word for a whore.
Holy shit.
Ain't no way I'm gonna sit in a room of people and you, my wife, but it's people in this room that know how you are in bed. I don't give a fuck if it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago. It's dudes in this room that was with you before, and I got to sit and I know that they know what you are like. No, I'm not doing that.
It's a famous scene in the movie, Bernie Mac at the dinner table.
Yeah. Oh, I know you.
I know you.
Yep. That's the girl from 41st Street.
He said they used to call you. First of all,
that's the girl from 41st Street.
I got beef with you about that. That's why I said when we do story time, I got to interject on that story right there because I was hurt. But yeah, you sitting there like I'm supposed to show up to an event with you, and it's 9 other niggas in the event
that they ran down on you.
But yet you want me to respect it.
You discovered you a better person now and whatever. No, your jacket got mustard on it. When you got mustard on your jacket, that shit don't come off. I'm sorry.
Tanya Barry said, yes, you can. You can reform a whore.
And your own mind, you can. Tanya, if you can reform yourself in your own mind, but no self-respecting Negro is going for that.
Rose said that's got to be a record. But no, listen. I'm going to give a little transparency. I was in a situation where Shorty that was with me had me doing business with the dude that she was creeping with.
That was disrespectful as fuck.
And looking out for him.
That was disrespectful.
Listen,
that's how people get hurt, though.
If I ever see this nigga,
that's how people get hurt, man.
In real life, I don't give a fuck about her. Like
that's just like them, like born. How you were born again virgin?
They said if you just suck it though, you still a virgin.
Man, your shit look like balled up homework. You done busted open for a real one. You done busted open for a real one all your life. Your shit look like balled up homework, and you discovered yourself. You know I'm worthy of this. Like, girl, if you don't get out of here, that Arby's beef.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Yeah.
Rose said, if you got mustard on your jacket, it don't come off. Legendary. Yeah. And it's crazy is she saw nothing wrong with what she did. And if
because she did it.
If I was that type of man, dog, I'd be in jail right now because I definitely would have broke both arms and broke both legs. He said Arby's beef is crazy. Trying to turn that stain into a chain.
No, we ain't going for it. You can fight for women's lib all you want, women's rights and all that. Man, if you a whore, you always a whore. In my book, that's just the way I see it.
Listen,
if it's in you, it's gonna come out of you.
I was getting ready to say that. This nigga got a famous line. He said to me every time I'm out there simping and I like a woman, he said, if it's in them, it's going to come out.
Yep.
Sure enough.
And they come out.
It come out. And that's wild because at the end of the day, you going to have to come on the screen, Tanya. You won't.
She ain't gonna come on. She's a keyboard warrior.
She a keyboard.
She one of them keyboard warriors.
I don't know, man. She sound like she got a story to tell. Is she married?
Not no more. I wonder why. Of course, it wasn't her fault. I bet she said it wasn't her fault. It don't never be their fault.
It don't never be their fault, man.
They ain't did nothing. They like dollar bill. I ain't did nothing.
Nothing. He said
dollar bill.
You better wear a bulletproof vest all the time, every day.
All the motherfucking time. All the Freeman, all the pussy, I got your ass.
Whoo. Creamy, thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. Leave us with a final quote before you get up out of here. OG, say Boogie, OG laughing my fucking ass off. Tanya said, of course I was innocent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they all say.
She said she was innocent, huh?
The fat Faison liar.
Who honestly going, like, what woman you honestly know that's going to come and say that I fucked up my situation? How many times you ever heard that?
Not never.
And then if they half-ass do that, they going to come with the small print, but it was because he wasn't paying me no attention no more or whatever. It's always that.
There's always a
see, my father warned me about people like you, Tanya. You can't prove it, people. He warned me about y'all.
What
he said? He said, beware that you can't prove it, people. Beware of them because they could be some of the conniving people in the world, man.
Here go the playbook.
Yup. And y'all do too. Y'all do too.
Look, she breaking records. She's talking about her record clean.
I can't speak to that though, so I'm not gonna speak to it.
All right, man.
I can't speak to that.
I mean, I don't think any of us. Well, I can't speak to it either. We got to take your word for one. So here's one of the questions I like to ask. During the dating process. Like, listen, if I could speak to your ex, what would he say about you? Give me three.
If I had to interview him,
right? Give me Give me three good things he would say about you, and three things bad he'd say about you.
And she gonna lie like a Persian rug.
Like a Persian rug. Like a Persian motherfucking rug.
Yeah. Let me interview your ex and see what he got to say about you.
Bring him to the forefront. Bring him to the mic. Let's talk.
Mm-hmm. People in the back need to hear what he got to say.
Hey, you imagine he I can't even imagine. Listen, I found this shit funny, right? I get the doom scrolling, right? And it's a story about a pimp and a priest. It's a story about a pimp and the priest. So listen, the priest, say Boogie looking like, so the priest had sex with one of the pimp hoes and he shortchanged her. What do you think that pimp did? As a pimp, I've never been a pimp, so but what do you, OG, I'm asking you, what do you think?
Bitch, I ain't never been no pimp neither. Fuck, I'm supposed to have the answer if I want no pimp neither.
Just take a guess.
I mean, I had hoes before, but I ain't never been no pimp.
Whoa, wait, time out. Hold on. You said you ain't never been. You said you ain't never been no pimp.
Oh, no, I was a scab.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That wasn't that, man. That wasn't that though. That wasn't that.
Oh, them story times gonna be good. Oh,
I forgot all about that, man.
Oh, get your subscription because them story times is gonna be good. Nigga, come on, he wasn't no motherfucking pimp.
I forgot all about that, man.
He ain't gonna say nothing if he's smart. Look, she gonna threaten the man life.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So somebody just give me a couple guesses right quick. What do you think this pimp did? Because his worker got shorted by a priest.
He robbed the collection plate.
Huh?
He snatched the collection plate.
That's definitely a good guess. But I'm just gonna show y'all what he did.
Everlasting life.
Pimp dude with a pimp
slapped him.
He pimp slapped him. Now listen, the news came out. They talked to the priest. They did not ask him why he shortchanged the hooker.
Yeah.
They kept asking him what happened. The pimp then told the people he didn't pay. He shortchanged it. The priest didn't get no trouble, no nothing. He go pimp slap
In the church.
in the church. In front of the whole congregation.
Out of
Now,
pocket.
here's the other thing. Why were the police on standby at the church?
At the church anyway.
Yeah, it's a Catholic church. It's Catholic.
They know they be running down on them cheering in there, man.
On them cheering. That's exactly why.
Yeah, they know they be running down on them cheering.
They be running down on those cheering, and they getting caught out there, and you go into jail. You keep running down on the cheering.
Yeah.
That's what I said, T-Boogie. Why was the
So
cops
you know what?
already-
You know what? Now I'm thinking back. I got to take Monch down, and T Diddy got to go up on the Mount Rushmore, man, and play some Monch. He got to go up there. He got to go. I called him out there. He was like, "This not me. This Moncho."
See, I never caught him out there.
I caught him out there, man.
I caught Monch. I caught Kerm. I ain't never seen Lim out there. But yeah, I guess. Well, think about. Oh, 6ix9ine.
I caught him out there, man.
You remember 6ix9ine?
Mark.
No, that's got to go off air. My bad. I
You
shouldn't.
talking about 6ix9ine?
I'll tell you.
The person is a person.
It's a person. Yeah, I'll tell you when we get.
The only person I know is 6ix9ine is Tall Mark.
Okay, we not talking about Tall Mark though.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah, funny enough, 6ix9ine is not a him. It's a woman.
I don't know her.
Okay, all right. Moving right along. Yeah, a priest got pimp slapped for shortchanging the hooker.
You know Nikki No Walls?
No, no,
okay.
No. Fuck would I? Never ever heard that before a day in my life.
You don't know Nikki No Walls?
I do not know Nikki No Walls. You know Hot Dog Down the Hallway?
Yeah, that's Nikki No Walls.
That's Nikki. Same person.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So podcast be something like therapy session for me. It's that time of year. I want to play something for you guys on the way out the door, just so that you can, if you haven't recognized it, you can begin to recognize it. It's that time of year where, you know, seasonal depression kicks in. It normally comes around this time, the holiday season. I personally have issues with this. What I know I'm capable of is putting on a great face, putting on the front. but nobody really understands, what I be going through behind the scenes. So I bring it up because I want you guys to recognize it in your friends and family, help them cope, and hopefully give them some coping mechanisms. There we go.
You ever ask a man how he's doing and he says, I'm all right. I'm here to tell you, that man is not all right. That man is battling demons that you cannot even possibly imagine. That man is struggling every single day to find a reason to keep going. And the reason we say we're all right is because as a man, nobody really fucking cares what you're going through. So why even bother to say it? But you know what? I feel you, brother. Because I'm all right too.
Depression doesn't have a look.
Dr. Martin here. I could not agree more. In 2019, the suicide rate for Black individuals increased by 30%. Now, suicide prevention isn't just about therapy. It's about living wages and affordable housing and food security too, but something is being missed in the mental health realm. Depression doesn't have a look, and symptom and presentation is incredibly different across genders and populations that have been historically excluded, like Black people. As a result, there are so many missed opportunities for care. You also have to consider cultural display rules. Like, those are the cultural norms that are learned early on in life regarding emotional expression. And Black people have been taught time and time again through family, through history, through media, etc., that expressing emotions can be negatively life altering, that this world is not a safe space for our expression at times. So you can't just ask about internalizing behaviors like sadness or anxiety. You have to ask about physical symptoms like sleep difficulty and fatigue, changes in routine, like no longer having interest in certain things and not finding pleasure in things. You have to look at libido changes. You have to look at different forms of escapism, like substance use, or never being home, or over excessive video game use. I in no way believe depression is less in men versus women. I think that it is more easily missed in men instead of women because we are not asking the right questions. So as mental health providers, as friends, as family, as an individual, look at these different things in yourself, right? Because depression doesn't have a look. It doesn't. But there are other things that we can look at to see if we can catch it better so that we can help.
Check on your folks.
Yeah, where Tiffany at? Check on Tiff, man.
You got Tiff's number. Why you didn't call her?
It probably go straight to voicemail when you get flued out.
That's a lot to ask of me.
What was that comment about?
I don't know. Let me go back a little bit.
And she got to tell her to remix that joint. She got to straighten that out, because if you're talking about it too much of you to ask somebody how they doing or whatever, that's fucked up. Like, that's an inhumane comment.
He wanted God to see firsthand. Black talk. What about Buick booty? She said, watch it. Tay, I got a Buick. Oh, it might be a lightweight love connection going on here. What had happened was, ha. That's a lot to ask of me. Buffering like Netflix, laughing my ass off. Oh, I don't know. I hope she, remixed that John and she wasn't talking about check on your folks. I remember a situation you told me about when a friend walked off and like that was it.
Yeah.
I'm going to
he was just like we was chilling.
Right.
He just got up and was like, yo, I'll be back. Man, like 20 minutes later, we see the ambulance went up the street. Then they was like, yo, X, Y, and Z. I'm like, what? And he killed himself. He went in the house and killed himself.
Now you tell me.
We was just up there. We was chilling, laughing and joking. He was the same. We talking shit, laughing, joking. He sounding.
Right.
He just was like, y'all be back.
I remember you telling me that you was like beating yourself up. Like, damn, is it something that I missed?
Ain't see it. Yeah.
Is it something I ain't see? And that's just exactly the point of the story and why you need to check on your folks. Because a lot of times men and women are running around being strong for everybody. There's nobody checking in on them. There's nobody making sure they're okay. Nobody, like a lot of times, when was the last time you had like a sincere check-in with somebody, right? like a sincere check-in, like, yo, what's up with you? Yo, you good? And checked on somebody maybe having a hard time. I know for a fact, like, and I gotta give her credit, Creamy, she be like, yo, you good? Like, no, for real, are you good? Check in, like, what's going on with you? And then she experienced the same exact thing I experienced. She joined the club. She lost her mom. Like, I know I lost my mom before she did. So she was just constantly doing those check-ins, like, yo, it's gonna be cool. Like, make sure you be strong. I'm here. Like, we could talk about anything. She was like, I ain't even got a motherfucking talk. You could just talk. So the reality is, you need friends like that to come in and check on you and make sure you good, to be able to have those conversations. I know a lot of times, a lot of shit that I be thinking, it never leaves my lips, right? Nobody know I'm thinking some of the things that I be thinking a lot of times. Hence, it's important for me to do the podcast and, see a therapist, because ultimately it's like, I don't want to have those thoughts, right? It's embarrassing sometimes.
Well, look at like how many phone calls I just told you about that I got in the past week.
Mm-hmm.
That was like that.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
Like I talked to somebody. My homie, he passed,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coming up on a year, in the week or so. So she called me the other night. She was going through it. And, I talked to her for like 45 minutes, man, and it was just fucked up, man. It was just bad. Like, she was going through a whole bunch of stuff throughout the whole time, but she had a new phone number, and I didn't know it. It's just so she popped up over the weekend and texted me her phone number.
But the reality is, right? The reality is, she reached out because she knew, what type of person you were and how you could help her. But at the same time, listen to all the stuff that she told you that was going on that nobody knew about.
Nobody knew.
Not even you knew about all that. Now, you privy me to some of that stuff. Again, I'm not going to put it out here on air, but I'm saying to you, she was going through a lot of shit, and she had nobody to talk to about that shit. And it's fucked up. Like, we got to have somebody that we can confide in. And I know past trauma equals privacy, meaning a lot of the reason I don't open up a lot of the times, and I'm trying to change that, I'm making the deliberate effort to try and change that, is because when I did choose to open up, it was like bullets in chambers for those people. They was loading up their clips to weaponize those,
because they be the wrong people.
And that's
they be the wrong people.
And then again, you don't know who the right person is, because everybody asks for that level of trust, right? They sincere as fuck when they want you to open up, and they tell you this is a safe space to land and all of that. But when you do, you get in one argument, and now that information is weaponized against you. So it's hard for me to open up to people. Very few people I open up to and have honest, deep conversations like that with, because it's just hard, because I don't want it thrown back in my face, because that hurts sometimes worse than the actual situation, because you feel so betrayed that it's like, yo, I'm never doing that again. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So all I'm asking is, if you can't be kind, shut the fuck up, right? And check on your folks, right? We just experienced a major loss for the hood once again. Dog, I went to that janaza for Dave. Bro, I seen people I ain't seen in 15, 20 years, man. And it was like family. You know how we is down the bottom, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's family. Yeah, we go through stuff, right? But it ain't like the young generation. We ain't killing each other for the most part. But you grow up, you family if you from down the bottom. And then to see all those people, right? It was nice that Dave was able to bring them out in such a tragic situation. But it's like, damn, why it always got to be that for us to get together? And I always think about that. And it's like, because everybody, life be lifing. Like, everybody got shit going on. Everybody trying to make it to the next rent payment, the next utility payment. You know what I mean? Trying to keep the job, trying to keep the kids happy. We all got super busy lives. That's why I say, just check in. Just check in on your folks, right? Just check in. Make sure they good, man. Here we go. Tanya says, speaking about me, checking on myself daily. Okay. Maybe that's just all you need. Tay Boogie said it'd be deep sometimes. I fight demons often. Yes, sir. I agree. I fight them too. Tanya says, I'm not that strong person. Life is tough. Tay Boogie said, I'm better now, but after I got this heart pump, I was definitely ready to chill with Sky Daddy. Damn, Tay Boogie. It's nice that he can always turn some shit into a laugh. That's what a comedian does. Big Rose said, I've been battling depression for years. I need to be checked on regularly. It's a lot of pain behind a lot of my smiles. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Tay Boogie said 45 minutes, though. Rose said, last week my phone broke. And shout out to the OG and Tiff for checking on me and making sure I was good. Tanya said, life be lifing, and it's hard to help yourself, but it's good to have those check-ins. Tanya, it's a lot of things that, I would be curious to know about.
Tanya gonna have to get pulled up one day and start to get out of the comment section.
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like you a walking red flag at this point. Respectfully, of course. But yeah, last thing I want to get into, man, before we get out of here.
But shout out to Tanya though, man, because she came through like woo with that food last weekend, man.
Yeah, I heard she had so I think what happened was she made that many orders because she thought BE was going to be obligated.
Yeah, she thought that once you get to that fifth platter,
right, right. She thought
you get your salad toss, but that was an ass bet. He jerked me on that one. He refused to show up for it.
First of all, it was never going to happen.
You were supposed to toss the person salad if they got 5, man, and she got 6 and was responsible for 7 because she put somebody else on.
Yeah, salute to Tanya. Not this week, but next weekend is going down all over again. Friday and Saturday. You just be rolling that motherfucking bus, boy. You out of pocket. You be rolling that bus.
She was waiting on you, man. She had that joint tooted up in the air, man. She was tooted and booted, waiting on you.
A fat Faison liar.
She was waiting on you, beloved.
She wasn't waiting on me.
That was a jerk bet, man. You gagged the people, man.
Did she enjoy the food? Is the question.
Let her tell it. She said she did.
She gonna say he lied about that. Who lied? OG lied. You ain't hear nothing.
You told me to say it.
You a fat Faison liar.
You told me to say it.
Father, fuck you, man.
You told me to put it on the flyer, man.
Red is my favorite color, but no red flags. Okay, that's good. Code switching. OG, you know what code switching is?
No.
You ever seen the reporters on channel 610, 329? They all have those reporter voices. But I'd never seen the example of the code switch until just now. This reporter is from Philly. She does news for, I want to say CBS over in Jersey. But take a quick look at this. I found this fascinating.
We start tonight with breaking news. First responders are on the scene of a major accident. Police say it started with a fire that broke out around 8 p.m. It's crazy out there, yo. I ain't even gonna hold you. The house in the middle of the block, that joint caught on fire. Around 8 o'clock, flames start shooting out of that joint like crazy.
First one was the black folk. The second one was the blacks. That's what that was. You just saw it.
She said her vegetable rice was spicy, and I told him about it. She saw the video. She was cracking up. But yeah, that's code switching that. But I guess news. Do you go to school to learn that voice? Like, did you have to learn that voice in school or something? Because a lot
I think that was AI or something, man.
You think so? No, this is a real person. I followed her on TikTok.
I think that she probably use AI. Oh, they do be having media training though. They do give a media training, so they might teach you how to have different inflexes for your voice and stuff like that.
Yeah, because wait, why would you say it was AI though?
Because
AI ain't got the Philly slang down, bro.
AI got everything. All you got to do is program it into.
Tanya said, I have a voice for the bill collectors. I want to hear that voice. I just wanted to get that last video off. I ain't really had much to say about that, but the code switch, I thought that was dope. She from Philly. She working over in Jersey in the news. Couple things going on. One time, make sure you guys grab those tickets. The Cash App is on the flyer. That's September 25th at Copa's. We got Big Roll hosting. Miss Cherie is featured. Top Flight is the headliner. Before we get to any comedy, we're going to be up there singing songs. The king of motherfucking karaoke, Mantasia, going to be in the building with a fresh new wig. Salute to Creamy for hooking my main man up with a fresh new wig. And grab those tickets now.
Isaac Hayes is going to be there too.
Isaac going to be there. I got 3 songs.
You the fake Isaac Hayes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
low budget Isaac Hayes.
Yeah, the Temu Isaac Hayes. It's the from China Isaac Hayes. Is Isaac No Hayes. But I got 3 songs. I want to sing at karaoke.
Only doing one.
You got one.
There's only one. There's only one song I'm famous for.
What's that?
When I See You. That's how I got my name.
The price, first of all, the So Sexy Boy by itself is worth the price of fucking admission. It's worth the price of admission just to hear those bars.
Rose saw it before.
So Sexy Boy.
Rose saw it before.
It is worth the price of admission just to hear him sing that motherfucking part. Now, the 3 songs I got is one, Hall & Oates. It's called Sarah Smile. It's one of my favorite joints. The second one is The Temptations, I Wish It Would Rain. Another one of my favorite joints.
You gonna sing all the parts though?
Of what? Yeah.
The song.
Yeah, of course.
You're gonna be everybody, huh? Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. And the last one, Rose said he could be Swole Kim. Gonna be Rose gotta do Kim.
He gotta do that, man.
I swear, I don't know why he does not add that into his routine. That shit had every time he did it on his show, it had me in stitches, bro, crying for real. So the last song is either gonna be something from Bruno Mars or something from Maroon 5. I just haven't decided yet. So those are the 3
bullshit playlists.
Hey, that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with it. These because these songs I know almost by heart. So I'm gonna get me some practice in because I'm definitely hitting the karaoke mic on the 25th. Make sure y'all tune in Thursday for the Ant Money Experience. Council and the Culture is making its debut that Wednesday before the karaoke show. Council and the Culture Wednesdays at 7:00. And if you want to join the Big Exclusive Network or you have a show idea, hit us up at therealbigexclusive@gmail.com. Let us know your idea. We'll get you on. You come on, have some fun, create some entertainment and some content. We looking for you. We want you. OG, final word?
Yeah, I got some last words.
And there goes the screen. I was waiting for that. He couldn't even get lost right. My final words is to say thank you guys for tuning in. The best way you can support the network is share the videos, the YouTube page. Become a member. Take that subscription, $5 a month. Get access to exclusive content from myself, the Angry OG, and everybody else a part of the network. We appreciate that. Salute to Miss T, who's my partner in the council in the culture. We already got like 3 dope shows lined up, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna have some fun with that. Kayla, Cameron, there's nothing in this world Daddy wouldn't do for you. I hope you guys taking the lessons that I'm teaching you and you running with them and you live the ultimate best life you can, because the world is your playground. I expect you to go out and have some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been the Big Exclusive Podcast. Myself, Angry OG, and comedian Top Flight signing off, saying you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out of here.
Little pig, let me in.
What are you doing?
Well, hell, I missed you.
Dude, the show's over. It's been over. Go home.